Hello everybody, today for you as promised I have Duels with my Ancient Gear Machina Morphtronic deck list. If you're interested in seeing the deck list, check out the video I posted yesterday. There will be a link in the description and at the end of the video. This first duel up is against Blackwings, so let's get into it. We start off by winning rock, paper, scissors. Our opening hand has a cell phone and machine duplication, so we're looking pretty good here, guys. We'll go ahead and use the cell phone. Now we use the cell phone before we machine dupe because if we hit a board on, that's the real card we want to machine dupe. And we also want to leave more targets for our cell phone in our deck, which would be the additional cell phones. So we go ahead and machine dupe and we hit the cell phone. Very good. Very good. As I mentioned, I would not have hit a Morphtronic at all if I had not left that cell phone. Alright, we use the other cell phone. We hit a 4. Let's go ahead and mill our 4. And we hit a Radiant, so this is already a +2 off of this one cell phone. And we still have machine dupe. Now at this point, we're saving our machine dupe. We got 2 cell phones. He's probably not going to be able to kill one. So that's all we really need. We don't need to machine dupe again right away. He sets 3, he summons his bird, and he attacks over one of the cell phones. We de-prism because now we get to keep both our cell phones, and we have Heavy Storm. We drop the Heavy Storm. He does have Trap Dust Shoot, no big deal. He takes our gear frame. We still have a full board of Morphtronics, so we'll be able to keep playing with the Morphtronics. We'll use our first cell phone. We hit a 1, not very good. Unfortunately, that does happen, unfortunately. You use the other cell phone, we mill a 4, very good. Oh, fortunately we whiffed it. This is a side effect of this deck. We do still have machine dupe though. So we're gonna go ahead and machine dupe now for that extra cell phone, no reason not to. Use the cell phone. This time, baby, we hit that 6. Right into the Radiant. We now have a bonus 1600 damage to all of our cell phones and Radiants. Guess what that means? Good game. Alright, going on to game 2. You really saw the power of the Morphtronic engine in that duel. Alright, this hand, we do have machine dupe board on. That's a very good opener, as mentioned before. He did open Black Whirlwind this time. That could be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and board on. Machine dupe. We got him locked up here real good. If he has Icarus attack though, that would be really unfortunate. We're able to swing him directly with the board on. We don't really care if it gets de-prison or anything at this point. He does have the Icarus. He's choosing to pop the back row. That makes sense because now he's going to be able to do a big push. Searches the Gale. And he's able to get over our board on now. He drops Clute. Not sure why he dropped the Clute. He was already halved by the Gale. I guess he just thought pushing different damage would be useful. He wants to kill me fast. He's gonna pass there. We do have Machinas here, getting us access to the Fortress. Fortress is a very powerful card, a strong addition to this deck. I wouldn't play a machine deck without Fortress. It really just doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. Alright, he's just swinging in, getting rid of the gear frame. No big deal here, guys. Now, if we look here, he has 4 Darks Engraved. His Dark Arm's dead at this point, so we don't really have anything to fear. Except him pushing for big damage. So we go ahead and summon the Peacekeeper, equip to the Fortress, so we can keep the Fortress in play. Even if he has another clue. Now, he is strangely playing some of these weaker Blackwings, so he is getting searches off his Vayu. Didn't expect that. Swings in, drops that collude, of course. But our Fortress is going to stay on board, and we are going to be able to search Gear Frame. This is the ideal situation for us. That is why we equip the Peacekeeper. We're able to summon the Gear Frame, search Fortress. Summon another Fortress. We need to push here at this point, because if we don't, he's going to be able to summon a Dark Arm on his next turn. by banishing with the Vayu. Well, no, he won't be able to. Well, yeah, he would with the Avarice. Yeah. My health is low. You can't afford to have low health and no monsters on board against Blackwings. Alright, we got the TT, so we put the gear frame on one of the fortresses so we can TT if needed. Now he is going to frickin' have the Pot of Avarice, of course. That's going to set up for his Dark Arm. Draws 2, summons his dude to search. Now he plays even the other weaker one. It's not too bad of a card. He's able to drop his Dark Arm. I'm going to ask if he's doing priority. He's going to target. He makes the mistake of targeting my TT. I'm able to chain TT at that point. It's going to wipe his board and keep my fortress alive. From here, his back row is not live anymore. So he has to summon the Armwing just to survive. But he has to Icarus attack himself to get rid of the... Now the Whirlwind wasn't really helping him that much anyway, because he didn't have a Blackwing. We Self-On, we hit 6. That's big money, baby. We get the Radion. You Solemn Judgments. You can't Solemn Judgment in effect though, guys. He had this Judgment the Self-On, which he, unfortunately for him, probably should have. He thought he would survive if it whiffed. It's too late for him. You can only judge with inherits and normal flip summons. He scoops it up. Alright, I have one more duel for you here, guys. Alright, we're going to open Terraforming, Self-On, Board-On, Ancient Gear, Judgment, and their Self-On. So this hand, I guess you would consider not very good. Looks like my opponent's on some sort of Dragon, Lightsworn, Frog deck. Interesting. Imperial Iron Wall in the main. Alright, we're going to go ahead and roll for one of our Self-Ons. We hit the 6. Gotta love when you hit the 6. We hit a Board-On. So the Board-On off the Self-On's really good because this means our opponent's not going to be able to kill our Self-On next turn unless they can get 2 monsters on board. Because they have to kill the Board-On before they can kill the Self-On. Alright, he rips the Future Fusion into 5-head. Now I have the option to Judgment this now. So I decided I wasn't going to Judgment because I was under the impression he was playing Hero Frogs, and I didn't think he was going to be able to set up with this Future Fusion. I didn't think this Future Fusion was going to get him a monster on board, and I didn't think it was going to apply pressure to me, its activation itself, right? Because at this point in my mind, I'm thinking protect Self-On at all costs. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have Judgmented him. I don't like paying that Judgment for 4K though. So I find out he's playing Dragons actually, so this is going to give him a shitload of setup. This gave him everything he needed. He forgets to search for his blue eyes at this point, but he is able to later. He attacks in the Self-On. He's not going to be able to kill it though. He sets the Iron Wall. Now Iron Wall in the main is interesting because he is playing the Wyverns. He'll have to wait to use the Iron Wall until after he resolves a Wyvern or something. So we're able to keep the Self-On board, use its effect again. We whiff, that's no big deal because we do have another Self-On and we also have the Board-On. So we're terraforming at this point for a Gear Town. He remembers to search for his blue eyes finally. Alright, search for another Gear Town. Now able to set our Gear Town over the Gear Town, summon a Gigiltron. See, now that he has that Future Fusion, I'm thinking I need to push hard. I really need to push hard for damage. I flipped the Gear Town at this point because I was considering tributing for the Gigiltron, but I realized I should probably resolve my Morphtronics Self-Ons before I do that. Get the value out of them. I hit the 1 here. Big whiff. Kinda wish I summoned the Gigiltron, but that's okay. We're going to turn the Self-On to defense so he's not able to swing over for damage. Alright, in the main phase 2 we're able to use the Self-On's effect now. Let's look at the top card of our deck, put it back. It's trapped, I'll shoot, unfortunate. He sets 2 pass. and then he summons the Red Eyes. Okay, so the Red Eyes isn't really a problem at this point. What I'm really afraid of is that Future Fusion resolving. So we're able to Self-On again. So free. Just free value. Don't hit anything. That's okay because we have another Self-On. We'll go ahead and look at the deck first. Kind of boogers. So this Self-On, we're feeling like it's probably going to miss because we didn't see anything there before. This is all okay though, because at this point we will tribute for the Yugioh, put the Self-On to the fence so we don't take damage, swing over his guys. We don't have an immediate answer for the Red Eyes, or not the Red Eyes, the 5-head, but that's okay because his life points have gotten low. He's not going to be able to kill a Self-On this turn, and we'll be able to summon the board on so we can swing in directly potentially. So we do have Trap Dust Shoot here to maybe stave off something else he might do. His hand's kind of boogers though, so we just put back one of the Raikos. He's able to 5-head over an ancient Yugioh, not too big of a deal. He sets the Raiko. We have Heavy Storm off the top. This is perfect, guys. We have Heavy Storm with the Judgment. We have the out to the 5-headed. We Heavy Storm. He tries to Book a Moon his 5-headed to protect it, but we have Judgment. He ends up scooping. Good game. Now, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed those few duels. If you want to see the deck profile, check out the video I posted yesterday. And have a nice day.